My remaining 3 stories are short, and I will just share with you some of the things I shared at the annual conference of Akpoti-Uduaghan in Lagos last year. And when I shared them, people were surprised to hear them and the connection within our development. But they were the direct result of the handiwork of our colleagues. So the first one, the geometric power project in Aba. And I think my learned friend, Okunbakaide, might know some of the background history, because it was in the administration in which he served. Needless to say, the whole country was looking for power. The operation of the power was made in a court dispute. And that power project could not come on because it was in court. Luckily, the immediate vice president and I intervened, got the matter out, and I still saw a few days ago the letter of invitation by Mr. Batinaji, the day they commissioned the project, because he was grateful that at least we could extract the case from court and they could then deal with the commercial issues. Those who are familiar with the power sector of Nigeria will recall the 700 megawatt Zungeru hydropower plant in Niger State. The long and short of that story is that we went to China Exim Bank to borrow money to build a 700 megawatt power plant. Somewhere in between, in a very unclear relationship till today to me, one of our colleagues got involved, and he was being owed his fees by some of the contracting parties here in Nigeria. He went to a high court here, got an injunction, sued China Exim Bank, the people lending us money, and injuncted them from releasing the project fund until his own fees were paid. And again, it was when I took office as Minister of Power that we resolved this dispute. And happily, the project was completed somewhere in the life of the last and this present administration. And I think a substantial amount of that 700 megawatt is part of what we benefit from. But I'm trying to connect dots between what we do, how the justice system responds, and the future and the quality of development that we experience as a people. The last experience is the Ikeja Mall, the ShopRite Mall. Those who are familiar with Lagos will know that mall near the Secretariat. So there was only one mall in Lagos, in Lekki. And we were trying to get the developer, when I was governor, to come and do another development in Lekki, in Ikeja. Lekki was a runaway success story, but we felt that Ikeja also had its own appeal. The land on which that mall currently stands today used to be the warehouse of the Lagos State Judiciary for the bailiffs. That was where they kept goods. So we acquired that land from the Chief Judge in exchange for another one in Agege. All through that period, and all through the period when the construction was going on, there was no court case. On the morning when the mall was supposed to open, when people had been employed, goods had been put in the mall, and we were going to have the grand opening, I heard that there was a motion ex parte for injunction not to open the mall. But to the credit of the Lagos Judiciary, who understood our policy of private-public partnership and the risk to it, my Lord Justice Phillips then was Chief Judge. She stepped in quickly and said, there will be no injunction. I order accelerated hearing. Come and put your witnesses in the box. Till today, there has been no case. But you can only imagine what would have happened. Maybe that mall would have been a mirage today. Because as I speak, at least when I left office in 2023, we were trying to resolve a case, a land case, 11 years, where a developer is trying to build a multi-story development in Lagos, and it is still in court. And if you connect these dots for the possibilities of the future and development of the country, I think the case I am trying to make becomes now very self-evident. So this meeting is our golden moment to start a new journey for the Nigerian legal system by demonstrating that there are internal self-correcting mechanisms that ensure that the dispensation of justice is speedy, is credible, and is reliable. By reforming the training process of persons called to the bar, as distinct from solicitors, we can secure a prosperous future for the legal profession that is anchored on sound ethical foundations of competence, character, and I dare say integrity. This is the hard but necessary road of the journey to restoring public confidence in the Nigerian legal system and our very, very noble profession. At this point, I want to...